Bushe mwalikwata Top Star Decoder. Bushe mwalishiwa kutila kutimwatamba Prime Tv2 Zambia pa channel 110 nga chakutila mlefu okumfwa amadiashi ayalekanalekana okufuma kunchende ishapusana. Baka aliba abaiteyanya inshita yonse kumulabasa wenu wa Prime TV2. Prime TV2 omulabasa wenu kumadiashi nembila nsuma mu mishi yenu. Bushe mwalikwata Top Star Decoder. Bushe mwalishiwa kutila kutimwatamba Prime Tv2 Zambia pa channel 110 nga chakutila mlefu okumfwa amadiashi ayalekanalekana okufuma kunchende ishapusana. Bakanya baliba abaiteyanya inshita yonse.
What a beautiful brand new day to begin a week, and of course it's a brand new month as well, so there is so much to expect. Welcome to the Sunrise Breakfast Show right here on Ptv2 Zambia. We're so glad and so excited that you could join us on a very beautiful Monday like this one, and we do hope that you had a very restful weekend. You did something productive over the weekend. That's what we love to hear from you. And of course, the weekend was truly jam-packed with so many events that would definitely be unfolding right here on the Sunrise Breakfast Show. Do not forget, you can find us on Top Star, that is channel 110. Also, you can catch us live on our Facebook page, that is Ptv2 Zambia. You can also find us on YouTube. So definitely, we have you covered, whether you will be going straight to work, you'll be on your way. Definitely you can watch us using your smartphone. So definitely there is no one that we are leaving behind right here on the Sunrise Breakfast Show. My name is Rhoda Mlenga, and it's always a pleasure to be here with my colleague. Good morning, Dominic.
Good morning, Rhoda. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, everybody that's watching us both on Prime TV,
Absolutely,
and Top Star, and those that are also catching us on Facebook, and those that are streaming or watching us on our Ptv2 YouTube channel.
Absolutely. Rumor has it that you had a great weekend. Tell me about it.
My weekend was perfect. It's a good thing to be in love. Love is a good thing, and I recommend love.
What a great way to start February. Yeah? So your Valentine's is going to be nice.
I recommend love.
You recommend?
Yes, I recommend.
Care to share what happened? Or you don't want to go in detail?
No. I just recommend love. Love is a good thing. Love is a beautiful thing. And as we delve in one of our stories, there was a story of one of us Tongas and his wife's children. I love the number. But the actual thing and what it entails and everything else just comes out and back to the word love. How was your weekend, by the way?
My weekend was great. I feel so refreshed this morning. I had a very productive weekend. I'm also not going to go into detail because, you can't talk too much on a Monday like this one. But what we know is that we just began the month of love, which is February, and there is so much to expect. I do know that there's a particular week that's dedicated to Valentine's, and it starts on the 7th. So all the way to the 14th, I'll be updating you so that you who's in love, from the 7th, you get something for your girl.
Every day?
Yes. There's a day which is Teddy Bear Day. There's a day which is Chocolate Day.
Zambians.
No, but it's celebrated all over the world. So Citizens. I'll be updating you, and I must see
Citizens, no.
Women love things, yeah? We love things. Start on the 7th. You surprise your love. But I'll be updating you because it's a very, very interesting week. And I think that love needs to be celebrated like the way Dominic is feeling this morning.
7 days.
So I bet we're going to have a great show because when you're in love, it's a confidence booster.
what a way to start the show.
Now the whole nation knows that Dominic is in love. But anyways, don't forget to keep those messages coming through our Facebook page. That is Ptv2 Zambia. And we do have quite an amazing jam-packed show for you this morning. And I would advise you to stay glued to Ptv2 Zambia, because we're going to be unleashing quite a number of stories that made headlines over the weekend. Just in case you missed one or two stories in our news, definitely do know that on the Sunrise Breakfast Show, we have you covered.
Indeed, we'll be having quite a number and a very exciting and insightful lineup for today. We'll be, of course, looking at the Mayor Constance Mlebai, who has actually been going to court and nothing has been happening. I don't know why. Is it because she's in the ruling party? Is it because she's a mayor? Because it's now starting to raise eyebrows, and we are worried. And we'll see what happens today. Yeah, because it's not a good thing. It's not a good sign. We were promised that certain cases would take time. When the UPND was entering into power, won't take time. Sorry, there will be a fast-track court, and then all these things were lined up to help the rule of law move swiftly, and to help certain things, we bypass them and think of other things. We can't be having this headline every day. It's not right.
Absolutely. And all eyes are on Livingstone today on a Monday like this one. Just in case you're wondering, the Mayor Constance Mlebai is expected to appear in court for the delivery of judgment in a case which she is accused of soliciting bribes. So the judgment has already been adjourned 3 times already, raising public interest and debate. So one of our reporters, Kwalombota Mwanangombe, is actually ready on the ground and will be joining us shortly with updates straight from court. And later on, we'll also be speaking to Citizens First Party Youth Chairperson Maxwell Chungu as we ask some critical political questions as we head towards the elections. Now, can the Citizens First Party realistically challenge and dethrone the UPND government? And of course, we've got more compelling stories, thought-provoking conversations, as you know, right here on the Sunrise Breakfast Show, and interviews coming your way as well. In entertainment, PMC caught up with the Congolese star RJ Kanera, who was in the country over the weekend. For people that love some entertainment, definitely something is coming your way. Plus, Mark 2 set social media ablaze when he posted a birthday message for his elder brother. And trust social media either to make you or break you. So they turned it into a debate. Well, we will unpack that shortly. Sports will also be coming through by Jeremiah Sichalwe later as we go on with the show. So definitely it is a jam-packed show, from sports to politics, entertainment. We have you covered on a Monday like this one.
Absolutely. It's an absolutely packed show today, you know. And to our viewers, just remember that you're catching us live on Twitter, channel 110, and we're also streaming live on our Facebook page. That is Ptv2 Zambia. Those that are following us, also, you can also follow us too on our YouTube page, which is Ptv2 Zambia, as we discuss what's happening in this country. Of course, ask the tough questions and have the most uncomfortable conversations in an insightful and quite a light manner, because it's just that, a breakfast show. Yeah, and those that are wondering how to dress, what to wear today because of the weather, here's the weather report and from across Zambia. that's how the weather is looking like today. So those across the country, those in Northwestern Province, those in Lusaka, those in Southern Province and Eastern Province, that's how the weather is today. And you look very good today, Rhoda.
Thank you so much. I almost said, speaking of what to wear, have you noticed that we're wearing the same colors?
Yeah, I've noticed that you're wearing the colors I'm wearing.
Matching colors. Why now?
I don't know.
Makonga mzee.
Mankonka mzee, you're following me in the mind. You know what I mean? Intellectually, when you follow unsakila. Yeah, but yeah, you look pretty good today.
Thank you so much. You look good as well.
Thank you so much. And now let's look at how the kwacha is performing against different currencies in the world. Of course, the main ones. The dollar is buying at 19 kwacha 63 ngwe and selling at 20 kwacha 01 ngwe. And the euro is buying at 23 kwacha 47 ngwe and selling at 23 kwacha 94 ngwe. And the great British pound is buying at 27 kwacha 11 ngwe and selling at 27 kwacha 65 ngwe. The rand is buying at 1 kwacha 25 ngwe and selling at 1 kwacha 27 ngwe. Those are the rates and those what the money markets have. Remember, the rates vary from bank to bank. Yeah, so what do we have on the headline segment today?
All right, so now there's quite a number of stories that are making headlines, and one of them being residents of Zanmone West in Lusaka are living in fear following reports of loose ZESCO electricity cables dangerously swinging within their communities. But let's have a look at this report.
These ZESCO power cables hanging loose have sent fear among residents of Zanmone West, who say the exposed lines are dangerously swinging and almost touching wall fences in the community. The situation has raised serious concerns, especially for children and people who pass near the affected area. The residents say similar situations in other areas have led to causes of electrocution due to delayed interventions, and they fear Zanmone West could suffer the same fate if nothing is done. They accuse the power utility company of not responding swiftly to reports made about the dangerous cables.
It's very scary because here we have small children, especially when it rains. This road that you see here, there's always heavy currents of water, and then children, they like playing in water. And looking at the lines, they are getting closer, very closer there, and then it's very dangerous. So we don't want to see what really happened even in Kabarana there.
My name is Tembo Blessed Daniel, and I'm a resident of this area. So what I'm saying about these cables that are hanging is that once they snap, they might electrocute someone, because there are a lot of kids that play around here. So it is really dangerous, and I would really like if the ZESCO would come and do something about it.
With the heavy rains continuing, residents say the power pole is getting weaker each day, increasing the risk of collapsing.
We stay in Zanmone West, where this problem of ZESCO not coming to work on the issue that we're having, the challenge that we're facing due to the heavy rains and the support that supports the, is it the cable that supports the main pole thing, yeah. So this is the challenge that we're facing, and we've reported this issue on countless times and nothing has been done. We've been given complaint numbers, but still ZESCO hasn't really shown up yet. And with these heavy rains that we're experiencing, we're scared. Yeah, we're very scared because of the issue that recently happened in Kabarana, where a couple was electrocuted. And these are the causes of those electrocutions. So if
we've been affected by the lines that seems to be threatening our lives. The ZESCO lines, they seem to be collapsing. And this complaint was reported to ZESCO on 15th of January. And ZESCO that time promised that they were going to send in their engineers to come and work on the line. From 15th January to date, they've not sent any engineer to come and work on this line.
They are now calling on ZESCO to urgently move in and correct the situation before disaster strikes. Rajesh Michael Simiza reporting Prime TV News in Lusaka.
That is one of the issues that the residents of Zanimone West in Lusaka are facing currently. And I think one of the people that were being interviewed did mention that they reported this matter to ZESCO earlier on, but obviously nothing has been done yet. And we're just hoping that the situation is attended to as early as possible.
And you know, I feel and believe that ZESCO is playing with us. You know, ZESCO has not been ZESCO. See, company Yamairo, it's been through these hands, different governments, and I want to believe that we employ the best at ZESCO, and people are not working. Because look, how do you only have loose cables every rain season? So you can plan for them, surely. You can plan for them. But yet, I'm opposed to export power, you're intact. So, no, Botswana is complaining or whatever is going to you won't hear them complain that no, they are very serious about selling electricity and taking electricity outside.
Yeah.
But Malaiti yatu is from Zambia. Manje kuja kwatu kwa meno kuno kuma 6 miles inagwa transformer when it rain one thunder, one shower, Malaiti azaenda chizesco pochi zangu. Are we serious about this? And now people are in danger because vana wasovela. If a makombo nitimankara maningi crowded, you know what I mean? Now, this is very serious and something very scary. I think something should happen and ZESCO should make serious things. We can't be having this every year.
I think the problem also is the delay. Reporting to ZESCO is not an issue. They will definitely answer you and even ask you for questions like where is it, how is it affecting Shanshan, but they will never come as quickly as you need them. They'll never come and attend to you. I've witnessed a situation where the entire line has no power, like the entire street has no power, and for them to just come and attend to you, I think that really needs to be worked on, because a lot of people have really complained on how ZESCO just delays to attend to these issues. And looking at how this issue is life-threatening, I think something really needs to be done. I hope someone somewhere who is responsible is watching and definitely does something about it.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, moving forward in other news, some women of Wishimanga in Mfumbo district have appealed to health authorities to improve privacy for expectant mothers at the local rural health center. Jackson Mwansa has the details in this report.
Pregnant women are affected by many challenges, especially in rural areas where hospitals and clinics are not easily accessible. In addressing the challenge of maternal and newborn complications and deaths, the Zambian government has constructed clinics with maternity facilities as a modality to increase safe health facility deliveries. However, the lack of adequate maternity infrastructure and facility in rural areas still remains a challenge.
Start to the end at a cost of about 150,000 kwacha, which obviously will be handed over to the government through the Ministry of Health. We are aware that the government of the Republic of Zambia is making tremendous efforts to improve health delivery throughout the country. But obviously, there is need for others to complement the efforts of the government.
There are a lot of deliveries that we conduct at this facility, which is not conducive looking at the room itself. The room is small, services that are being given, that are being offered in that room, they load. We are grateful to Mr. Mzungu and the foundation for the positive response he has given us concerning the request that we gave him.
Jackson Mwansa reporting for Prime Television News in Mfumbo district of Northwestern Province.
That is a report from Wishimanga in Mfumbo district. And that privacy issue, is not really like, it hasn't come now, because there's a lot of issues when it comes to privacy, especially with expectant mothers, especially adolescents.
I think this attitude needs to be looked at and looked into, because I don't know what pomposity or what these clinicians think and how they feel people that need their services think or behave or live, because it's not even right how they talk to them. You see, you can even, there's need for privacy, there's need for respect, but they talk to them. I don't know who started this situation, but I want to believe with the utmost respect that this is not how they are trained to act and to be, because they're supposed to be the sweetest and most soft individuals, actually, and softest profession in the country or in the world.
Yeah.
Not having people who are very lethal, because people just talk anyhow.
Especially that you are talking to expectant mothers. There's a lot of emotional stress that these mothers go through, especially the adolescent ones. I emphasize on the adolescent mothers because they are the ones that go through a lot of stigma, being called out, reception, like that goes on a lot. That goes on a lot, and it's time that this is addressed. Healthcare givers really need a lot of training when it comes to privacy, because that is part of someone's life, and it needs to be cherished or protected. So I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done in terms of training healthcare givers in these facilities.
Yeah, because we are not going to allow and accept such things going on, especially in health, in our health facilities. But going on forward, Central Province Permanent Secretary Meona Mwanagampwe has given the Road Development Agency just 1.5 days to repair a damaged section of the Great North Road in Mukushi. Our staffer was at the site and has brought us this report.
Motorists parked their vehicles on the road to check what caused a great traffic jam on the busy Great North Road in Mukushi. The road has been...
I'm driving tanker now.
How long have you been here?
I have 5 hours now. There is others, there is 6, others are 7, but me is 5 hours I'm here now.
Central Province Permanent Secretary has made a swift visit to Mukushi, accompanied by Road Development Agency, Zambia National Service, Zambia Police Service, Road Transport and Safety Agents and others.
Amco pipes have been stolen. We have loaded about...
Here is pure sabotage. We are not going to sleep. We will go with sleepless vigilance. We will move as a unit to make sure that whoever is involved, anyone who is involved in such kind of activities, will be held to account. We need to work now like ants to make sure that whilst we are replacing these pipes, to just assure the nation, graders, roller compactors. So we want to make sure that very quickly on either sides of the road, we create passage within 1.5 days. This is cleared. Literally, I'm camping here. I'm going nowhere.
One side of the road has been temporarily worked on to allow vehicles to pass, and on the other side, detours are being worked on in order to deal with the traffic jam. Joseph Siambehi reporting, Prime TV News, Mukoshi.
Okay, so this issue of roads and giving ultimatums, it's gone viral and quite very interesting, and I hope also we're going to see prompt response on other roads also. Yeah, because road networks are quite very important, and our road users usually sometimes are quite very busy, and certain potholes and certain things on the road are not seen, and this can cause a lot of accidents that can lead to loss of life, and quite a lot of things can go wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so in our next story, this one has really set social media alight. So many comments. People are just kind of I know this one is very interesting to you. Now, in this interesting story, a 53-year-old farmer of Kalukwiso village in Mpongwe district is supporting 7 wives and 62 children, despite the high cost of living that we have all been complaining about. In an exclusive interview with Prime TV2 News at his farm, Tenford Matimba said he and his 7 wives have dedicated their lives to farming, an effort that yields an average annual production of about 5,000 bags of maize alongside other crops such as soya beans. So Mr. Matimba explains that the strong output from his farming activities has enabled him to meet his family's needs and educate 40 of his children at tertiary level. I mean,
Mitch Tenford Matimba,
let's have a look at this.
Mitch Tenford Matimba, a 53-year-old from Kongwe's Kalukwiso village. Matimba is a polygamous man and proudly married to 7 wives, each with their own unique personality. Together, they have been blessed with 62 children. As a farmer, Matimba has dedicated his life to tilling the land to produce different crops such as maize and soybeans. He now shares more about his family and how he manages to provide for them.
Ne ukweta abana abali 62 ne bakashi bandi abali 7. Ubwikashi bwanje nebo kuno bwa bulimi tapali 700 650.
He also took time to talk about the education aspect of his children.
Ndine bana 62 abaya ku skulu bali 40 bali ku skulu bukumu apo bonsabo abali 40 ku college kuli babiri bali kumpongwe ndakayaga manda ukalira bana bahijigolo kambo uno kusogwe kuno kanji jigolo jijanika alahu.
That said, this reporter also interacted with some of his wives who expressed satisfaction of their stay with Mr. Matimba.
Nebo number 7 kuri ba Matimba mukashi wabo na kwata abana 4 ukuikala kwesu tulekala fye bwino baratsunga fye bwino bonse pamo n'abana
nebo nkwete 12 kwena twikala fye bwino tapali ubuchushe botusanga pwawo fyonse tulakwanisha na kubana ku skulu fwe bamanyina na fwe bene fyonse fe tulakwanisha okusanga kuli bena.
His 10th son, who is 25 years old, also a farmer, married with 2 children, also had this to say.
I'm number 10 in my birth, so I have my own field. Yeah, my capital I get from my parents. Yeah, I plant soybeans, I plant maize, and other crops like popcorns, groundnuts.
One can ask, with 62 children, does Mr. Matimba know of their names and their dates of birth?
First born go Faith Matimba, while 7th April 1992. Then second born go Fabian Matimba, while 23 May 1994. Then third born ni Bubala Lumamba, while 7 August 1996.
Reporting.
Okay.
Would you consider being one happy?
Yes.
Man like Matimba. Man like Titi.
I love the fact that, the wives look happy, they look healthy, the children are all educated, quite good English there, and they're able to sustain themselves through farming. But would you also consider getting
7 days, 7
being
wives?
A polygamist?
Would I what?
Consider being a polygamist.
I'm just a presenter here. I don't want to say things that will put me in trouble.
I want to say something that we spoke about behind the scenes. Signs and symptoms of being a polygamist. But I won't say it. You know what I was about to say, right?
I know what you're about to say. No, but I love one woman. And she loves me too.
Oh, wow. All right, so let's have a look at the comment section. I see some interesting comments. This one, Taonge Chima says, Tongas are never beating the allegations.
You know what I mean? It's good to be a Tonga.
So Tsenga Koneka says he can win as a councillor in his ward. All the votes are at home.
We need such people. I think that's what we need in Paravana.
Patrick K. Patrice says, meaning if government opens a new school in that area, 2 blocks of classes are for his children.
CDF Yonse. CDF Yangena.
Exactly. So Kennedy Nyanga says he is a rich man, 5,000 bags by 350 kwacha per bag. Otherwise, he's a good man. Mulambo Mukua says he should verify those children by doing DNA test. And the first child is 1992, even though he has 7 wives, but something is not adding up. What is not adding up? You also, don't be negative.
No, it's 7 days and 7 wives. And I think the report, one of the women said she is happy with the services he's giving them. Let's not dive into details. The man is stronger. Man like Matimba, we need to go to him and sit down and learn from him. But one thing that's quite very real and very important is that we need to work hard.
Yeah.
We need to learn to work hard because he's doing everything and there is no problem. And everything is okay. I posted something on my status a few days ago that, certain problems or certain things or certain attributes that we feel are problems are just there because of poverty.
Yes.
Just work hard. It won't be an issue. Just work hard.
Polygamy is a problem if you're poor.
That's all.
If you have money, it's not a problem.
It's not a problem because...
So women are willing to actually settle, even the 5 of them, where there is money.
Yes, because, I have seen stories of a married man. He's got a girlfriend and he gives her everything. First things first, he does not look down on the wife. And sometimes the wife knows that my man has a girlfriend and knows the girlfriend, because I had a friend who was telling me my boyfriend, now the wife, called me and said hi to me and told me to be careful. I'm like, why? She's threatening you? No, she's just telling me to be safe, I'm like, how does she call you? Is everything fine? Between the two, like that agreement, is there anything that we don't know? But for me, I look at it quite at a skeptical point of view, but the fact is that these things are happening. And we should reach a point to understand that you need money. What money cannot do, more money will do
Does
it.
not exist.
Yeah, more money will solve it.
Yes. What money cannot do does not exist.
Does not exist,
I tell you.
Yeah, so it's quite interesting what this man actually...
But honestly, 62 children, and remembering their birthdays and their names. I think parents wambo kamba mazina time is varu wanako pakati, because 62 children.
That's quite a lot. But again, it's quite deep, because I think it's a very big conversation, because how is he managing to satisfy all the women, both attention-wise, and how are the women themselves, how are they able to live together? We've watched a snippet we've watched Mpali, and we see how they quite live. But 6, colleagues, this is interesting, and the cost of living is high, and he's able. I think farming is the way. Let's go to the farm. Let's start farming, and
It's good that from the word go, like from the time that clip started, people automatically knew that this man is stronger.
Stronger, like
Tongas have really set the bar for themselves.
Yeah, we have set the bar for ourselves. Yes.
No wonder.
More no, my name.
You've started really. You really started Dominic. But we move on, and we still have quite a number of things jam-packed for you right here on the Sunrise Breakfast Show. Do remember, we're coming to you live on Ptv2, that is on Topstar channel 110, and also live on our Facebook page. You can catch us there, and on YouTube as well.
Yeah, now let's see what is headlining in our newspapers. Let's see what we have for you in our newspapers. So we start with the news diggers. We still have thieves in government. They wanted to spend 10 million to fix a hospital crack. Ooh. This is quite very serious, and I feel corruption.
10 million?
That will change your life. And
to fix a hospital crack?
Yes.
How do these people come up with the budget? Like, how do you even present this budget to say we want to fix a hospital crack? Paint.
Maybe you have to
paint 2 million.
Paint 2 million, wafila 1.5 chani, consultation fee 2 chani. I'm wondering how all these things are moving, and
the people that are working on it are getting 100 pin each.
Now I'm wondering, is this how governments have been working over the years? Because they are saying we still have So meaning this has been happening for quite some time. So does this mean that this has been a way of life at some point? Is this how civil servants embezzle government funds?
Yeah.
Because we only look at it from a perspective of politicians being corrupt, politicians being the ones to embezzle funds. But if you look at it and go deeply, it is the civil servants who are the ones who are signatories to these things.
Exactly.
It's the civil service who are in charge of these things. And we are there saying politicians are corrupt, politicians are this. No, it is us in the civil service. It is us who put these people in office are the ones who are the thieves. Because we cannot have 10 million kwacha to prepare hospital crack. Na futi na mapolitisha na wewe crack kayo ni abwanje one kabwanje crack yake maybe nchukuru crack. But you know 10 million is just too much.
It's just too much. It's absurd. I think most of the times when you talk about theft or politicians stealing, people often think about, oh, maybe he requested for this sum of money, it goes straight to his bank. This is how money is actually being stolen. We've seen a small bridge, you know, somebody says, oh, this bridge was built for 25 million. And you're thinking, what exactly was that 25 million used for? Somebody needs to be held accountable. It all starts from the person that signs for that money to say you can go ahead and use this money. Somebody needs to be held accountable.
Because even when we look at the CDF right now, there are many projects in these wards, there are many projects in these constituencies that these politicians are telling us that the project is complete. Sometimes they even give them say project in Asra Udara. Kulipe project. There was an issue in Palavana just here where one of these people say there is a shed that we built in Palavana market. People had to start calling to Pachan, Okamba. No, there's nothing. This is not there. And it has continued. There is a block that is, they say, is finished, but it's not yet finished. So this is just where I come from. But what about across the country, where other people are coming? How many stories will people tell us? I think we need to look at this seriously, because this is our money that these people are using at the end of the day. So we cannot be having people embezzle funds and steal from us in our face. Anyway, let's go forward. And one of the headlines is saying, let's pray against demon of confusion in PF. Government whip. Hey, government chief whip is asking and requesting that we pray for the demon of confusion in the Patriotic Front. I feel that we need, I think what he's trying to tell us is we need an opposition. We need an opposition that is strong, that is objective, and that won't just rely and just talk about, politics. And I think that's what we need. And there are one of the headlines are saying we're satisfied with economic performance. This is coming from Alexandra Msokotwani. Of course, the government is performing as allegedly very good economically, but we want to feel the impact on impulse also, because certain commodities and certain price and certain things don't, actually reflect directly, but would want to feel it also from a point of view. Yeah. So we're going out to the Must newspaper. So we have quite an interesting headline: UPND Kasama victory lesson to HH Southerners. What are they saying here? Are they saying that HH should learn that since they've scooped in Kasama, Southerners might also not vote for him? This is a very interesting statement. The opposition has got always something to say. Yeah?
Yeah.
Opposition, you do this, they say it like this. So one man said, the day they'll see you walk on water, they will laugh at you that you cannot swim. But you're walking on water, bruh. But so everybody has something to say, and government commends the must continue with your professionalism. One man, Kawana. It's a good thing that the government is appreciating media houses and is actually commending them for what they're doing. Yeah, but we want to be seeing these things every year, not only when we're going to elections, because it now looks like they're commending them so that they can work in line with the what they, So let's always commend all the time and let the publicity be the way it is every year and all the time. Now we go to the next newspaper, which is Daily Nation. Makebi pleads with Catholics to impress UPND upon President Hichilema and ask him to demand that the PF should be given back to the legitimate owners, warning that August elections without the participation of the former ruling party will not be free, fair, credible. This is one thing that history has taught us in Zambia. When a political party leaves office, it's very difficult for it to come back. Look at MMD, look at UNIP. Not that there are no supporters in UNIP, not like there are no supporters in these other political parties. But Makebi should be in a better position to make us understand and teach us how history has been treating us and what history is teaching us. And it is not HH who has gotten PF from them, no. That one I strongly refuse. We are the youth who said the same thing last week. But how do we live in our lives with such a notion? Did HH come and say this? Kwanu said there should be problems in the Patriotic Front. No, he didn't come to say that.
Problems started amongst themselves.
Themselves. Right now, how many functions of PF do? So let's blame the president on things that are objective, things that he's actually doing. Not Vokambati, they will give back. As Ashtabwanj, you want him to go to Park and say, no, Council Chawinga is what? So that after he comes out, you say the president was crooked, he just would. No, there's a procedure. Let the courts do their job and leave the president out of this. Do it on your own. Tell the people what you're going to do for them in the,
Without using the president's name.
It's like Ofuna Gero. Instead of kumuza veufuna, wambo umuza no ujagaya ujaniso, ujagaya and say now ujagaya. Go to the lady and tell her, baby, this is a month of love. My uncle has got 60 children. He's rich, he's got a farm, baby. We need such things.
All right, so Times of Zambia has quite some interesting headlines. One of the headlines says MPs ditch PF for UPND. Chama South Kanchibia lawmakers seek re-election on ruling party ticket. And it also says Catholic bishops pastoral later timely UPND. Ghanaian president dates Zambia. Quite some interesting headlines here.
This is quite very interesting. And being a place of confusion and want to lead a country.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, political parties are only vehicles to take us from one destination to another destination. You're true, you are true to where you want to stand for. You are true and you are loyal to where you're coming from. If you are coming from Kanchivia and you want to say the people of Kanchivia, you're loyal to the people of Kanchivia, regardless of which political party you are standing on. The problem when we start using this notion is that even when you're in the opposition now, for the fact that you just want to make the government of the day look bad or the other party look bad, you will make sure that you won't be doing anything developmental that side. You see, because you're just so stagnant on the aspect of a political party and forgetting the developmental agenda that brought you to want to stand on that particular ticket. So let's not be misinformed, or lose our direction. This is quite...
Exactly. I think this has happened before where there are certain members of parliament that were in the UPND in the previous regime that also ditched the UPND government to join the Patriotic Front government. So this is not something new and everybody has the right to do what they want to do. If there's some sort of confusion in this party, you do have the right to leave, because who wants to stay where there's a lot of confusion, eh?
Oh yeah, so I think this is quite a bad thing, and work on it.
All right, so we do move on, and right about now we take a short breather. But when we come back, our reporter Kwalombota Mwanangombe, who is in Livingstone at the High Court, will definitely give us an update on the case involving the mayor, Constance Mulebai.
Bushe mwalikwata Top Star Decoder. Bushe mwalishiwa kutila kutimwatamba Prime TV2 Zambia pa channel 110 chakutira mlefu okumfa amadiashi ayalekanalekana okufuma kunchende ishapusana bakanyekaniye mukumipekanisisha amadiashi konse kuntumetu mfuila baliba abaiteanya inshita yonse kumulabasa wenu wa Prime TV2. Prime TV2 omulabasa wenu kumadiashi nembira nsuma mu mishi yenu.
Early in the morning, fire on the stove, love in a pie, that's the life we know. From the fields to the table, every bite it shows. Primarily me, the taste of home. Primarily me, the taste of home. Primarily me, the taste of home. Mama in the kitchen, we never eat alone. Primarily me, the taste of home.
Prime Meal, pure, proudly Zambian, the taste of home.
All right, welcome back. You're still watching the Sunrise Breakfast Show right here on Prime TV2. Do not forget to hit us up on our Facebook page, Ptv2 Zambia, and join in the conversation this morning as we talk about different things that we did witness over the weekend. It is a Monday, so definitely it is fully jam-packed. Now, let's have a look at what we have in our entertainment today. Something interesting that was happening over the weekend, yesterday to be specific, the 2026 Grammy Awards. And we did note that, a lot of Africans did walk away with some awards. I think Tyler should be one of them that walked away with an award. People did anticipate that probably it was going to be Davido, but it was a shocker that Tyler got the award. But I think she did have an amazing year. She did have some back-to-back hits that we did see. But in our local news, quite some interesting things that have been happening. And over the weekend, PMC from Prime TV1 did catch up with Congolese musician RJ Kanera, who was in the country. So let's have a look at how this meeting was.
On this day, I was very excited because I was meeting up with RJ from Congo, who was in the country, and we're about to dive into the conversation with him just to get to find out about his music. And that is me there knocking at the door. And before we get on the conversation, then Sukari showed up, man. I'm very excited. I haven't seen this guy in a while from the Catholic, and that is him now showing me, saying, "Ah, feel comfortable, man. Welcome. Excited to have you right here." Then he arrived. Then he was excited. Then he was like, "Yo, man, I love your work. Big ups what you're doing." Then we sat having little chat about a lot of Congo's conversation, Zambia industry, what he's working on, and he's collaborating with one of the Zambia's biggest artists. We can't say it now. So, and that is like and that is me giving some instructions. Guys, let's work like this, let's do this, and that is us now vibing to his current song, Champagne. Go check it out. It has a very good meaning, in case you don't know. Go check it out. This is an interview you need to be on the lookout. Amazing conversation.
Indeed, what a weekend!
That was quite an interesting weekend for PMC, and it's good for us to continue having such interviews and interacting with such musicians, so that we can get to have a feel and understand, certain things from a different perspective, not just the Zambian perspective.
Do you think that as Zambia, maybe we have, it's too much of having, international artists like every weekend, because there's always somebody performing every weekend? Are we doing it a little bit too much?
Zambians, we like to play. Already, Valentine, you're just telling me that it's 7 days. 7 days, Valentine.
For Valentine. No, I'm talking about having international artists like every weekend. Are people even saving? Like, don't we have anything better to do with our money?
You know,
it's always party after party.
And the worst thing is that most of the people that attend these events, you know, are young people who are not even saving, are young people who are always borrowing, are young people who are trying to live in the gallery. You know, there's you know, when it's about to be month end, the last week of the month, there are a lot of cars on the roads of Lusaka, and you know, one of our drivers said, so I'm thinking, like, why buy a car that you fail to drive? Why buy a car you can't afford? At the end of the day, it all comes back to the same thing. Young people should be financially illiterate, and we should learn financial education. Because
you know,
we can't continue like this.
Someone said something interesting. I did see a status where someone said, these parties or these chills that you like going to, before you know it, the only thing that you have are pictures to show your kids and memories of the parties you were attending. And I think that did really hit hard with a lot of people. It's good to have fun once in a while, but if you're out there every weekend, well, if you can afford it, it's good, but you also need to put into consideration that that is sometimes money that you should be saving and not using for chills or parties every weekend. But it's your money anyways, Dominic. You can do whatever you want.
You can drink it. No one will beat you. You're an adult.
It's your money.
Drink your money.
All right. So something else that we did see trending on social media. Market 2 took to social media, and Shefi as well. They posted their brother, you know, wishing him a happy birthday, and there was quite a lot of comments that we did see. And you know what they say, social media can either make you or break you. There are positive sides to social media and negative sides of social media, and I do understand why sometimes people, there are certain people that actually avoid social media. I think you've come across people that say, me, I just don't want to be on social media because of the negativity that's on social media.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people say that, especially those that want to live a quiet life. You'd hear them suggest that social media is not a good platform. They'll not even be interested. Some of them are not even on Facebook, though. So if they have an account, Twitter or TikTok, it's not to post, it's just to see what's happening and what is going on, which is quite an interesting thing. This guy has got hair.
The body shaming guys.
Yeah, Zambians, we like to play too much. No. But you know, it's quite a good thing that they are not. It's quite a big family. And we're yet to meet them, more of their family, and I like the respect. You know, I think we got to know him now, which is quite a good thing, and there is respect for what they do, and separately, because it's not the first time he's at his birthday, but it's the first time we're seeing them posting. So I think this is quite a good thing. We need to learn privacy. We need to learn how to not just be overzealous over anything and everything.
I think it's also important to not body shame people on social media. People go through a lot of struggles that we actually don't know about. And the moment you go on social media to shame somebody for things that they cannot change, you need to deal with yourself first. Because I think people that bash others on social media have a lot of trauma where they are coming from. If I'm okay, if everything is okay, why would I come to you and start unleashing my anger on you or pointing out, you know, certain things? It's always those ones that have problems on their own that want to unleash their negativity on others. But anyways, we move on to a very positive note. Slap D has jumped on a song done by JC Kalinks, and he had to spit some tough bars. You know, as you know, Slap D is one of my favorite rappers. But anyways, let's check this out.
We'll send him this clip. He needs to know that somebody loves him. Huh?
Let's take a look at this.
Come closer now, let me feel your body heat. Press play and put your body view on repeat again. Something like a breakup, the with them legs split. Thank you for your deliveries. Up for Nick, I receipt. Let's keep it moving, baby. Put it in like I'm Ganacho. Cruising steady, I'm ready. Look at the speed that I show. $1 million body, make a power couple not show. Crunching bad numbers like the zeros on a nacho. But see, bango kudiela time, mabo makembo. God-fearing man, panonizi ba tempo. Ona magelo vena kulanga watila mpepo. Fendela pafupi na bamuzo, sili de tembo. No time for things that don't shine like rings. Small time of things I don't vibe with things. They see the kings like JC Kalinks. I pay for your new car and later swipe for all your drinks.
For staying with us. Now, today, the mayor of Livingstone, Constance Mulebai, is expected to appear in court for the delivery of a judgment in a case in which she is accused of soliciting bribes. To help us understand this case a little bit more, we're joined by Kwalombota Mwanangombe. Good morning, Kwalombota, and welcome to the Sunrise Breakfast Show.
Good morning, thank you, and good morning, and thank you so much for having me.
All right, how's the weather in Livingstone?
Well, the weather is quite hot. I think for the past 2 or 3 days we've not had rain, so it's quite hot. As you can see in the background, it's a lot of sun.
Now, briefly take us back to what this case is all about.
All right, so today we expect the judgment for Livingstone Mayor Constance Mulebai, who in this case is, she was actually arrested for corruption case on 2 charges. So to just give you maybe a bit of background, she was arrested because she was accused of soliciting about 120,000. And later on, allegedly got 180,000, and this was meant to actually clear off or to cancel property rates bill at the Livingstone City Council. And this is money that was coming from a businessman who is alleged to have paid that money to Ms. Mulebai. Hence, the Anti-Corruption Commission came in to ensure that this case is taken to court. Therefore, we've had a number of times when this case has been in the court. But then what has transpired is that we have seen a lot of adjournment. What I mean is that the first time we had the adjournment, the reason was that the accused was not feeling too well. Okay, so that also contributed to the case being adjourned. Then also the second time when we had the other adjournment is when the judge who was presiding over this matter could not travel to Livingstone from Lusaka. In this case, we're talking about the judge who is in Lusaka. So now, this was the second time when this case was being adjourned. And on 19th of January 2026, this is again the third time when this case was, getting to court, and also to see that maybe judgment could be delivered. But also, it was the same situation. The judge could not travel from Lusaka to Livingstone. So this is another time when we expect, this judgment to be delivered, because if it will be adjourned today, then we'll have 4 adjournments consecutively. So basically, that is what is transpiring. And as you can see in the background, there are no more people here. Only a few have come to, attend the court session, so that they see the way forward, whether the judgment will be delivered today or maybe to be adjourned.
Okay, so what is the mood at the court today? Is there like tension, anticipation, or is the situation just calm?
Yeah, the situation is quite calm. I think the last time we came here for the same case, we saw a number of police officers who came to, just be part of the people who were attending in terms of providing security. But today, I think it's quiet. We've not seen any police officer, and even the people who have come to attend, it's just a smaller number. Yeah, so generally the situation is calm.
Okay. So what should Zambians be out for as this particular day unfolds?
All right, so definitely people are expecting the judgments to be delivered. And the last time when we were here on the 19th of January, I think there were a lot of concerns that were raised to sympathizers of the accused, and also just the general public, to say this case has taken so much time. So there was need to ensure that this judgment is passed, so that people know the way forward. So definitely people expect the judgment to be delivered, and also to just ensure that this case is handled the way it's supposed to be.
Okay. Anything else that you would want the viewers to know this morning?
Come again?
Is there anything else that you want the viewers to know this morning?
So I can hardly hear you. Maybe you can speak a bit loud.
Is there anything else that you would want to update the viewers on this morning?
Well, I think for now, what I can say is that people should expect the proceedings, and also will come back to once the proceedings are done. Then I will be able to also give you an update of what is going to be done here. For now, we just urge our viewers to stick around, and also just to expect more updates from the courts here in Livingstone.
Right. Thank you so much, Kolombota. We will certainly cross back to you for any further developments.
Thank you so much for having me.
Right, so there you have it, our dear viewers. That is the current situation in Livingstone right now. We'll definitely be getting more updates as this particular case unfolds. And it's good to see that, there's quite a lot of people that are anticipating for what is yet to come after this particular trial.
Oh, yeah, and I was actually talking about it earlier today and saying, the perception and the precedence that it is bringing is a very bad one. From a layman's point of view, is it because she is in the ruling party? Is it because she's in office? Such cases need to be serious. And if it was a member of the opposition per se who did something like that, I don't think it would take this long, because it would be a prompt action that would take place. But why are we hearing these things? No, Jaji, Lusaka, Jaji,
couldn't proceed because of this.
I don't know what will happen today, but what really is behind this case? Can the court really tell us what's really going on? Because these two dynamics, we can't talk much about something in court, but what's going on is not just raising a good precedent.
But also, it also just gives us a picture that whether you are in the opposition or the ruling party, you will be held accountable for certain things that you do when you're in office.
But what accountability has been held? The judge is...
We're still yet to see. I mean, it's still in the courts of law.
So for others, accountability should be very fast. Others, it should be delayed. No.
Definitely what is going to come out today will certainly give us that picture, Dominic. It will maybe give us that we decide whether it's being delayed because it's somebody who is in the ruling party that is involved, or because, you know, the delayments were just true. But we are waiting to see some developments. And thank you so much, Kwalombo Tamwana Ngombe, for giving us that update. We'll definitely be getting back to you to get a few updates of what is going to be unfolding in the courts of law. But for now, we do take another short break. When we come back, we still have more jump pack for you right here on the Sunrise Breakfast Show.
Mushe mwalikwata Top Star Decoder. Mushe mwalishiwa kutila kutimwa tamba Prime Tv2 Zambia pa channel 110 nga chakutila mlefu okumfwa amadiashi ayalekanalekana okufuma kunchende ishiba abaiteanya inshita yonse kumulabasa wenu wa Prime TV2. Prime TV2 omulabasa wenu kumadiashi nembila nsuma mu mishi yenu.
Right, welcome back. It's very important early in the morning that we do a double check on our health. And today I have something very interesting that I'll be sharing with you. Have you noticed that in Lusaka town these days you see a lot of red dry leaves that people are selling, you know, these women are selling, and probably you're wondering, what is that particular leaf that is being sold and why is it being sold now? Well, if you must know, it's called hibiscus. So now there's quite a number of health benefits that we need to know about this hibiscus. And today I'll particularly talk about hibiscus tea. Now, it's often compared to the flavor of cranberry juice. Drinking hibiscus tea brings a lot of health benefits that you and I need to know about. It's loaded with nutrients that are stuffed with antioxidants and here to help you deal with everything from hypertension to reducing heart disease. Floral grace of hibiscus tea into your daily routine is sure to boost your life in the right ways. Now, getting into the health tips of hibiscus tea. Now, did you know that sipping on hibiscus tea can do wonders when it comes to downing your cholesterol levels? Yes, this particular unique little flower that is turned into hibiscus extract has been carefully studied to see if it had a very positive impact on high blood pressure and cholesterol as well. So now the thing is that research showed that 90 participants with high cholesterol who sipped hibiscus tea at least twice for 15 days had an increase in their HDL cholesterol levels, while LDL cholesterol and triglycerides are as bad kinds, and HDL is definitely the good kinds. So while most studies are still being done on this particular issue of hibiscus tea, the results were still positive, and this convinces us to get a kettle and make some hibiscus tea for ourselves. They're full of antioxidants. Now, loaded with antioxidants turning to the ritual of hibiscus tea can definitely help to give the body the amino acids that it needs to fight off free radicals and reduce oxidative stress. For those people that are always stressed, you're in your office, when you knock off, you're stressed, a little bit of hibiscus tea does do the magic. So one ritual that you need to get accustomed to is drinking hibiscus tea, and I must have stores, but right now you can actually find it on the street and you get to enjoy all the health benefits. Now, talking about lowering blood pressure, heart health and blood pressure are truly where the sour and delicious hibiscus tea seems to shine. For those people that are really struggling with low blood pressure and hypertension, drinking 2 cups of hibiscus tea in a day surely reduces the risk of hypertension, and it's enough to see a drop in the systolic blood pressure as well in comparison to those given placebo. So now the full hibiscus cup has a lot of anti-inflammatory